should probably brush my hair before. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be reviewing the Microfibre Fuzzy Beauty Blender. It's not a first impressions because I have used it before. This is my new one and this is the one that I have been using for the past week. I didn't want to do a first impressions review because I think for some products it's good to do a first impressions review, but for some I think you do need to use it over a length of time with different products, see what works for you, what doesn't work for you, because quite often products can change over time. So I thought that I wanted to try it out for at least a week, which I did before I did a review about it because I thought it wouldn't be fair. So this is what the blender comes like before you wet it or anything like that. It's super fuzzy. Let's get a close up on that fuzz. As you can see, it's so soft and like, yeah, just fuzzy. It feels weird in comparison to your regular like beauty blender. And then when you soak it up, this is what it comes out like, obviously without the foundation on. Actually, that's the point. I haven't wetted it. This is still like a few days wetting. Okay, we're back. So it's pretty much the same size, to be fair, but this is what it's like once you've moistened it up, minus all of the foundation around it. It just grows to quite a big size, and you know, that's good for getting everything out there. Mine has already got a tear in it. No. Okay, well, that's a con. That's a con that we're getting out straight away. But I just want to show you guys how I use it. First of all, I am going to put some moisturizer on. So the moisturizer of choice that I have been using is the Avant Deluxe Hyaluronic Acid Vivifying Face and Eye Night Cream. Even though it says it's a night cream, I've been using it just to prep for my makeup because I've found that it works really well for me. It's not super oily and it's moisturising. However, so I got this in my glossy box. I will not be rebuying this, however much I like it, because it's actually normally £92. So yeah, I don't have that money to spend on a moisturiser, but it is good. While my moisturiser is setting in, you can see the size difference between these two. So the whole thing about working up a sweat doing this review. So the whole thing about it being fuzzy is that it doesn't absorb as much of the makeup as regular, like, I don't even know what the fabric of normal beauty blenders is, but it doesn't absorb the makeup. So you can see from what I've already used that it's kind of just sat on the top, which looks kind of gross, but in comparison to how much you save because you're not losing so much product, so you don't have to use up as much product, if that makes sense, because what you're putting on the blender actually comes out on your face rather than being into the blender, right? So this all makes more sense when I actually put it on. So my foundation of choice, that has been my foundation of choice since like October, is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. Mine is kind of running out, but I've been kind of liking not using as much as I normally would because it comes out much more skin-like. I'm in the shade Soft Ivory. Literally flipping love this foundation. If we want to go for my first impression, I was like, oh no, when I first started using this beauty blender. I'm sorry guys for the horror story of being this close, but as you can kind of see already, it like just kind of moves everything around rather than blending it in. So I was like, oh no, here we go, I've wasted all my money as per. But this is exactly why I don't do first impressions, because like, I'm not saying this meanly to people that do first impressions, because I know I have done first impressions and stuff, and I think for some products it is a viable thing to do, but in this case, when you're using something, it can be the person's fault. So it can be how they're using it, what product they're using it with, the technique, you know. all that stuff. That is an irritant, but at first it looks like it's moving everything around, so I thought maybe I'll try it with another foundation, and the same thing happened. So I was like, okay, maybe it's this thing's fault. But once you get it in, like, I'm talking in real time now, so I have been blending for about 30 seconds. Once you start, I mean, I've always got this issue of my nose. Once you start sort of actually seeing the results of what it looks like once it's blended in, it just makes your skin look so much more skin-like instead of cakey, which I found that my have I still got my old beauty blender? Yeah, so this is my beauty blender that my friend gave me. I think it's a Makeup Revolution one. You know, it was really good. It did its job, but I felt like it did make me look kind of cakey in some areas, and that's what I found with most beauty blenders that are that type of material. Whereas this one, I don't know what it does different, but I guess it's because this has already got its own texture on, so it kind of puts that texture onto your face, if that makes any sense. Yeah, I just think it looks a lot more skin-like, and weirdly I found that it's made the foundation last a lot longer. I've been doing my same routine as I have been, and I just feel like it does make my foundation stay a lot longer. It's much softer on the face as well. It's so much nicer to like... It's nicer to hold, and the biggest pro I find for this product is that it doesn't smell. All of my beauty blenders, no matter what I have done with them, no matter what brand they are, have always ended up smelling like wet towels or just smelling disgusting. Whereas this one, I think because it doesn't soak up that much moisture, I mean, you've always got to be careful to, you know, squeeze it out as much as you can, all of that, but it doesn't, it smells like the makeup, you know. And I know I haven't been using it for that long, a week, but within a week, those other ones, they were starting to smell, they were getting a bit congealed. You got 2 in the packet. Where can you go wrong, really? It was like £6, and already I'm really liking it. I mean, now that my foundation is starting to settle in a bit more, I am definitely looking a lot more airbrushed, a lot better than I was, basically. I really like this. I know that people have had it for ages and that, you know, I'm a bit late to the game, what's new. I wanted to try it and I really like it, so I do recommend giving it a go if you have like £6 to spare. It'd be interesting to see what it's like on different skin types. I'm like combination but leaning more towards oily. I really like it. I will definitely be buying one of these again when they, you know, when they get mucky, I guess, but I will be updating on my blog when they do get mucky. So yeah, so that's just a little review of mine. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about the beauty blender, then please let me know down below and I will try to answer them to the best of my ability. Yeah, so I will see you guys in my next video. I am going to be testing the Lottie London and Imagination collaboration, so I hope you guys will enjoy that, and yeah, I will see you next time. Bye guys!